These are the most absurd Family Guy moments. Number 1. When Meg starts dating the doctor who looked after her during her coma, she doesn't expect to end up pregnant.
I want to be there for you, Meg. I love you. Will you marry me?
Yes! Of course!
Surprisingly, Meg getting engaged is not the absurd moment in this episode, but rather what happens at her bachelorette party.
Hey, what's with all the noise? Got some complaints from next door. I might have to take you girls downtown.
In front of his own daughter and all of her friends, Peter begins to strip down while flirting with the bride-to-be.
What's your name, sweetie?
Dad, you know my name.
It's Officer Nasty. Careful, I might be carrying a concealed weapon.
Number 2. To strengthen their friendship, Stewie and Brian go through a Blood Brothers ritual together.
I think we should hold hands more often.
There you go. We're blood brothers now. You happy?
Actually, yes.
Stewie's happiness is short-lived as the next day he wakes up to find out that he's been infected with an STD.
You son of a... You gave me herpes!
What? What are you talking about?
When we swapped blood! Look at my lip! It's a disgusting herpes sore!
The whole situation is only made worse when Stewie finds out that Brian knew he had the STD and had also given it to Chris.
He knew he had herpes and he didn't say anything. Maybe he was mad I gave him fleas. I don't know.
Number 3. When the Griffin's house floods, Peter requests that Meg go on a rescue mission to save something special to him.
There's a case of beer in the fridge. I can't leave that behind. Meg, you're a good swimmer. Go get it.
What? But Dad!
And for God's sake, do not be afraid to make me a sandwich while you're in there.
As she tries to rescue her dad's beers, her shirt gets stuck and she starts to drown. Lois at least seems concerned, but Peter isn't on the same wavelength.
Peter, Meg's been in there a long time.
Boy, you cannot wait to criticize her at every turn, can you?
Go get her!
The family have treated Meg badly over the years, to put it mildly, but it's crazy to watch her own father prioritize roasting her over rescuing her.
Well, Lois, I am sorry for snapping at you earlier. You were right to criticize Meg. She could not even handle this simple task. She's in there right now, taking a nap underwater.
For God's sake, save her!
Number 4. When Dr. Hartman finds out that Peter has never had a prostate exam, he urges him to have one.
All right, Mr. Griffin, I'm just gonna need you to drop your pants and we'll check your prostate.
What?
Drop your pants, turn around, and lean forward.
Confused as ever, Peter does as the doctor orders, but he doesn't expect the exam to be so invasive.
So how's this work? You just feel my pulse, so... What the hell was that?
Not only does the 42-year-old not know what a prostate exam is, but he also takes Dr. Hartman to court, costing him his medical license.
Guilty! Dr. Hartman, your medical license is hereby revoked.
That's outrageous!
God, I've looked forward to this moment more than the second coming of Jesus.
Number 5. Even though Brian and Stewie was an episode filled with touching dialogue and heartfelt moments,
What would I do if you weren't here? You're the only one who makes my life bearable.
the episode also had its fair share of absurdity. After being locked in a vault, Stewie suggests a solution on how to clean up his soiled diaper in order to avoid a diaper rash.
So what I would need you to do is eat what's in my diaper, lick the diaper clean, and then put the diaper back on me. There is no way any of that is happening.
But after some more begging and pleading from Stewie, Brian agrees to his plan, and in one of the grossest moments in the show, he eats the contents of Stewie's diaper.
It's done.
Got some dessert for you.
Number 6. None of the family are happy to find out that Carter has made Chris the sole heir to his estate.
Listen, Carter, you take me out of your will, I'm taking you out of mine.
Peter, that wasn't your will. That was your birth certificate.
Oh, no. There's no light.
Realizing that he and Lois will no longer be left with the millions that Carter owns, Peter formulates a plan to get close to his son in hopes of being put back on the will.
Hey, there he is. Oh, boy, hot dogs and Nintendo, huh, Chris?
Dad, what are you doing? What's going on?
Good one, Chris.
Peter is well known for the crazy stunts he pulls, but marrying your own son for money? Too far, Peter.
Chris Griffin, will you marry me?
What? Is it even legal for a man to marry his son?
It is in Vermont.
Number 7. It's a surprise that the only person to show up to Meg's 18th birthday party is Quagmire, but his intentions quickly become clear.
Hey, where's that pinky going, huh?
Where's he going? What's he do? Get back here. There you go.
Yeah, look at Quagmire hitting on that skank.
To Peter's dismay, Meg starts to fall for Quagmire's charms, not realizing that he's only after one thing.
Hi, Glenn. Bye, you guys. Me and Glenn are going out.
What? Like hell you are?
Don't worry, Dad. I'll take care of him. Stay away from my sis.
Yes, Quagmire is a crazed character, but it's still pretty absurd that he's interested in Meg of all people.
You're so stupid. Stop. I'm gonna... Sorry.
Oh, that's all right. It's just your body. Sometimes things slip out. Probably just making room for something.
Number 8. As Stewie fears that Brian is pulling away from him, he decides to use the dog's DNA to impregnate himself.
Brian, we're pregnant. Oh my God! And in 18 years, he's going to move away.
The episode goes from weird to weirder, as Stewie goes to Dr. Hartman for a checkup.
You look a little young. How old are you?
13? 14? 15. But he didn't force himself on me. I wanted it too.
Well, that's the important thing.
Eventually, Stewie gives birth to his and Brian's mutant babies. Don't ask how he gave birth, it's a medical mystery.
There you go. Oh, really likes you.
I like
Aha, you like His name's not you idiot, it's Finn.
Number 9. Herbert gets excited watching Chris and his friend mow the lawn. Not realizing that the friend is actually Peter, Herbert offers the pair a weekly wage to come and mow his own lawn.
And I can pay you under the table. I like to make a little fort under there. I call it Fort Dix.
Did you hear that, Dad? He'll pay us $600.
Yeah, did you not hear about Fort Dix?
Peter and Chris fight it out for Herbert's attention, but when the old man realizes that it's Chris's dad and not another kid, he loses it.
Yeah, this is my dad. Well, he often said he wanted to explode all over me. He finally did.
This whole plotline still wasn't absurd enough for Family Guy, as they added the final cherry on top by having Herbert's dog collect his remains and plant them so he could grow back.
I am Herbert! I am Herbert! I am Herbert! I am Herbert!
Number 10. In the Three Directors episode, we get to see what Michael Bay's take on Peter's firing story would look like.
This already doesn't make sense.
We couldn't agree more. After years of seeing Peter with his dad Bod, it's odd to see him looking particularly buff.
I'm putting together a team.
We're in.
Good. Let's shake hands like tough guys. Some of your sweat went in my mouth.
Overall, it's a weird yet action-packed episode that sees Peter fighting off the likes of the Decepticons, all while looking like the ultimate action star.
Let's have a fight with so many quick shots and close-ups you can't tell what's going on.